What's up everybody, Tony here with High Tech Check, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SmartMike Plus. This is a wireless microphone that you can use for vlogging, video reviews, interviews, anything like that. Anywhere where you're going to need to be moving around and not have to worry about having a mic in your face 24/7. Now this also does work with iOS and Android, and the really nice thing about this, the unique thing about this, is the fact that it connects right up to your phone's Bluetooth. So unlike some of the other microphones, they have a receiver that you have to connect up to maybe your camera, your phone, things like that. This simply connects right up to the Bluetooth, and it's just that simple. So I'm pretty excited to see how good this works. But first, let's go and see what you get inside the box. And I also will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick this up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to do reviews for you guys. All right. So here we have the mic itself. It is super small, very lightweight. It is made of all plastic. It's got a little clip on the side here. Here's the microphone. Here is a little 3.5 millimeter port for you to monitor while you're recording, or if you happen to have two of these, you can use one as a receiver and one as a transmitter. So you can connect this up to maybe your phone or your camera and then have it receive what you're recording from the one that you have on your shirt, which is pretty cool. Now you can also use two of these connected up to your phone at the same time. So if you're doing maybe like an interview with somebody, it'll record from you plus the other one that you have connected to your phone as well. Here we have a little LED. Here is a micro USB port for charging, and we have our power and pair button right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and hook this up to my phone. I'm going to go over all the features and everything that the application can do with the microphone, and we're also going to see how good it sounds. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is to charge your microphone up to 100%. While that's charging, you can go ahead and take the box and you can scan one of these QR codes depending on if you're using Android or Apple. Just open up your phone's camera and scan one of these QR codes, and it'll bring up a link for you to download the application that's going to work with your microphone. So here, as you can see, I already have that installed. It is the SmartMike Plus, so we'll go ahead and open that up. So once your microphone is all charged up, you're going to hold in this little red button for a few seconds until you see the blue LED. There you go. Then what you're going to want to do is go into your Bluetooth settings. And then you're going to want to connect up to the SmartMike Plus. As you can see, I've already done that and I'm already connected. So we can go ahead and go over to our application here. So now this application does do the recording of the video, and it also does the recording of the audio. You can do a selfie here, or you can turn the camera around to your wide telephoto or zoom. This is the rear camera. We'll just put that back to selfie. Now you will need to use this application for the recording of the audio and video. I tried using the phone's camera and it didn't record any of the audio. So you will need to use the SmartMike Plus application when recording audio and video. Okay, so here we can see we are in the application and we have some little icons down at the bottom here. Now, the very first one here opens up a teleprompter, which is pretty cool. So if you want to record some things you want to say, it has the teleprompter option, and you can kind of move this around anywhere the screen you need. So if you want to remember things you need to say, you can use the little teleprompter app here. If you want to shut that off, you just hit that little button. Now the application also has a lot of settings for the microphone, and that's this little icon next to it. So as you can see, we have Pro and Auto. If we have it on Auto, it pretty much sets everything up for you, so it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. But if you want it Pro, you have a lot more settings you have controls over. So the first one is the setting for the phone's mic, the microphone here, and then you can also use an external microphone, which I believe only works if you have 2 of the SmartMike Pluses. But the really cool thing is you can get a stereo sound effect if you use your phone mics as well as the SmartMike Plus mic. So if you're between the phone and the SmartMike, it'll kind of create a stereo effect. Here, as you can see, you also have control over the gain. If we turn off the AGC, we can set that up. The monitor, again, is for when you have that earbud in your ear, you can hear yourself talking to hear what it sounds like while it's being recorded, just in case it doesn't sound that good. The mic mixing, you can change it from stereo to mono only when you have 2 microphones being recorded. So we'll turn that off. And then it also has noise reduction settings from no noise reduction all the way to the highest setting, which I will let you hear in just a minute. And then you can also have a music mixing on as well. So that's it for the settings. You also have control over some of the lighting. You can have black and white, some other settings here, sepia, which is pretty cool. You can you also have a smoothing effect if you want, and that's it for those filters. And then here we also have the camera settings. So you have the different resolutions for your camera, the frame rate, the video bit rate. Another really cool thing this does is picture-in-picture mode. So if you want to use both your phone's cameras at the same time, it'll allow you to do that. So I'll go ahead and show you the side-by-side feature. As you can see, it is showing side by side the rear and the front camera. If you want to do like a vlogging or an interview with somebody, you have both cameras going at the same time, which is really cool. The picture-in-picture mode kind of does the same thing. It just puts you in a littler picture, and then the bigger picture is your rear camera. So we can turn that off. Anti-shake, the video format. You can have MP3 or MOV, especially if you're using Final Cut Pro. You can turn the grids on and off. The image scale, 16:9, 4:3, 1:1. Device management, this is where you go to check the firmware and everything of your little microphone here. We are on the latest firmware. You can change the LED light to off blinking or breathing. You can also make this little red button on the side here, play, pause music, or change from front to back camera. There's different formats for the audio. There's AAC, MP3, and WAV. Preview mode. Not 100% sure what that does. Hearing enhancement. So it's probably for when you're monitoring yourself. And AI pod. I'm not 100% sure what that does either. And then if you want to see everything that you've recorded on the application, you hit the 3 little lines up here, and here is where all your recorded videos will be. Now, if you want them to be on your device's gallery, you just need to click on one and then hit the download button here, and that'll download it to your phone's gallery, especially if you want to send it somewhere. Or you can also use Wi-Fi to send to your computer or something. If you want, you can go to that IP address and then transfer it via Wi-Fi as well. And then right here at the top, you can see that it is highlighted for the little mic here, and it's showing the battery life in green. It's almost full. And then the little one next to it looks is probably like your phone. So if it was on the phone, you would know that it was not recorded. Your voice wouldn't be recorded from the microphone. So that's a quick little icon to look at there. You also have the option to do video, or if you just want to record audio without any video, you have that as well. And as you can see on the sides of the screen here, there is the level that you're recording at, and you typically want to keep it below that orange. Another really cool feature that they thought about to make it that much easier for you to start and stop recording is the power button here also acts as a start-stop button with a single press. So if you want to start recording video from wherever you are, or start recording audio, whichever one you're on, just simply press in the red button once. And as you can see, it will start recording here. Very cool. So if you want to stop that, again, all you do is simply single press the power button, and it stops recording. Now, like I showed you before, also a double press does something. I believe I have it to change the camera, so I'll go ahead and double press. And as you can see, it changed from the front camera to the rear, and a double press again will bring it back to the front. That's pretty cool. And that's pretty much for the app. So let's go ahead and do some video and voice recording and see how good this sounds. Okay, so now we're going to test out how the microphone actually sounds. Right now I'm actually talking through it. I have the app in front of me here, and I have the noise reduction on the absolute lowest it can go. The only ambient noise that I can hear with my own ears are some of the fan noise from one of my lights. But other than that, it is completely silent in here. So I'm going to slowly bump up the noise reduction, and I'm also going to be putting on some louder background noise to see how well it actually suppresses that noise. So this is our control. This is how the sound will sound if you're in a completely silent environment for the best recording. Okay, so now what you hear in the background is kind of like a noisy city background, as if you were trying to record video, you know, maybe out in the street or something. There's a lot of noise going on, and I'm going to slowly bump up the noise reduction, and we'll see how good it does drowning out that background noise. So right now we have the noise reduction on the second from the lowest, and this is what you can kind of expect the noise reduction to be at this level with this background noise. Okay, so the background noise is exactly the same level as it was for the prior noise reduction level. So now I've bumped it up one. Now it's one below the highest level. And this is pretty much what you can expect from the noise suppression at this level. Okay, so the background noise is exactly at the same level as it was when I first started, but now I've put the noise reduction at the highest level. So this is what you can expect the noise suppression to be pretty much anywhere you go on its highest level. Okay, so now I have the system on automatic, totally automatic. You're not controlling pretty much anything. The system is doing it all for you. That background noise is exactly at the same level as it was this whole time, but the only thing I've changed is now the system is totally controlling noise suppression, gain, and everything like that on its own. So this is what you can expect. This is what you can expect on the auto level for the system. Okay, so now that you've had a chance to listen to what the automatic setting can do in a noisy environment, here's what it can do in a very pretty much quiet environment. Like I said, the only thing that I can hear right now is that slight fan noise coming from my light. But other than that, it's pretty much super quiet in my room. So now you hear the difference between the automatic and the Pro in a pretty much quiet environment. Now, like I said before, you can also use this microphone in conjunction with your phone's microphone to give you maybe like a stereo sound, but you can also use this mic for one person, and then you can use your phone as another mic if you were doing maybe an interview. Now, there's also an external unidirectional microphone that they do sell that you can plug into this, and it'll give you an enhanced sound with active noise canceling, and I will also put a link in the description for that as well. Battery life is also pretty good. You should probably get about 5 hours of usage out of this, so it should definitely last you at least a couple recording sessions before you have to recharge your battery. So after hearing all that audio recording, what do you guys think about the sound? I actually think it sounds pretty good, especially for all the features you get, the price you're paying, and for the convenience of being able to connect this directly up to your phone's Bluetooth. It just makes it so much easier. So I'm definitely digging this microphone. I love the fact that it is super light. As you can see, it's not dragging my shirt down like some of the other mics might do. It's also a fraction of the price that you're going to pay, especially for some of these other microphones out there that give you pretty much the same quality, if not less features. And just having the convenience of being able to just connect it up to your phone's Bluetooth without any extra connections just makes it that much easier to set up recording sessions if you need to. So again, I will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick it up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to do reviews for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to let you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.